Good evening, and welcome back to MTG Card Collector. Tonight we're going to be doing a deck tech. And just happy Halloween to everybody. Today is October 31st. I normally don't give out the date, but it is Halloween. And my little munchkin was having fun tonight getting a whole bunch of candy. This deck, it's a green-white deck. I know a lot of people are doing green-white decks. I actually saw this deck in play, and then I found one online. I was simple enough to build, and I thought about it, and I thought that the combination in the deck is just too irresistible to at least try. So I made the deck up. I'm still tinkering with it because I go to Friday Night Magic sometimes, and the people there are very, 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 very competitive. So if you don't have a good deck, if you don't play it enough times, then it won't cut the mustard. And this is one of those decks where you can play it a few times and get really good at it. Just keep playing it and playing it and playing it and get better and better and tweak it and tweak it. It's not that hard. The whole point is to try to get the combination off. And I'll show you the combination here in a minute. We're going to start off with the lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 islands. I'm sorry, plains. I was playing a blue deck earlier, sorry. Plains. And then you got to have some double lands. And so I got 4 Sun Petal Groves in here. And I want 4 Temple Gardens. Currently don't have 4 Temple Gardens. I have 1 Temple Garden and 3 Selesnya Guild Gates. I do recommend Temple Gardens. They're just so much better. And especially in this deck. You play the deck, you'll find out, yeah, Temple Garden's just better. Go ahead and take the pain, but take the shock. Who cares? 1 Memorial to Glory and 1 Memorial to Unity. Yeah, I'm not sold on these, but I saw the deck build and I went ahead and just threw them in there. I haven't used them yet, so there's something I would cut if I was cutting anything when it came to the lands. Okay, anyways, on to the deck. All right, so Novice Knight. It's a 1-drop Defender. As long as Novice Knight is enchanted or equipped, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender, and it has a 2/3 for 1. That is awesome. I mean, a 1-drop you can instantly throw out in front of a whole lot of other creatures. So, I mean, it's a great little card. I got 3. I've been tinkering with it. I kind of float back and forth between 3 and 4. Right now I'm on 3. Satyr Enchanter. 1 colorless, 1 green, 1 white. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, draw a card. It's a 2/2, so it's not a bad thing. And you actually, you know, if you have to use it as a chump blocker, go ahead. But you want to draw some cards, draw them fast. Deeproot Champion. I recommend 4 of these. I really do. They're not legendary, and the amount of enchantments you're going to be casting and others, but you know, just enchantments alone, you're going to want, you know, 3 to 4 of these. Right now I got 2. I'm probably going to put 3 in my deck, see how that goes, but yeah. Imara, Soul of the Accord. 1 green, 1 white's legendary, so you don't want too many of these in your deck. Too many of these in your deck, you're going to get stuck holding them in your hand. But I'm a floater on 3. I like 3 of them. So I always recommend 3 of these. 2/2, whenever Imara, the Soul of the Accord, becomes tapped, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. So it's a great thing as you can use Convoke to tap it without even having to attack, which means you get a 1/1. So every time you convoke something, you know, you get a 1/1 lifelinking soldier. So I got 2. I use a proxy for the 3rd one because I don't have it. I will be hopefully spending, I think these are like $1. This is $1. Denethor Capsin Paragon. Uncommon, 2 and 1 white. It's a legendary creature. First strike, vigilance, lifelink. This is one of those you actually want like 3 or 4 of them in your deck, because as soon as they hit, a lot of people like to get rid of them because they are a threat. Aura, any equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and it's a 2/2. But the fact that it's got first strike, vigilance, and lifelink just instantly makes it a target for everybody. So I got 2 of them. I might be adding a 3rd, but I wanted some Shalayas. Shalaya, Voice of Plenty. Legendary. Planeswalkers you control, you planeswalkers you control and other creatures you control have hexproof. 4 and 2 green, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, which is great in the late game. If you can't seem to cast anything, you can at least get these. I put these in there primarily because there's a lot of red decks out right now, and any kind of way of stopping or slowing down a red deck right now is kind of cool, so I put them in there. But it's easily gotten rid of. This is one of those things where you can go, okay, you know what, I don't want these. And I'll show you my sideboard, what I'm tinkering with, what I'm playing with. I still recommend at least 3 to 4 of those, 3 of those, 3 or 4 of the Deep-Root Champions. Amara Soul, definitely 3 of. Danathan, 2. 3, 4 is okay, probably tough, but at least no less than 2. Preferably 3 because you get to cast all your enchantments and auras cheaper. Okay, Conclave Tribunal. Right now I'm running 2. I'll probably be running 3 of these, when it comes right down to it. Conclave Tribunal is a great card. 3 and 1, Convoke. When Conclave Tribunal enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Conclave Tribunal leaves the battlefield. So you're basically putting them in lockdown, which is a nice one. And I think that's really the only. That's really the only lock 'em up. I thought about some of the other denial cards in white, and Conclave Tribunal just the easiest one. You really want this to go on, not to go on too long. Talons of the Wildwood, and what I mean by that is it's kind of like a green stompy deck. You want us to get big, bad, and mean, and fast. So the bigger it is, the better it is. You start putting in a whole lot of cards like Settle the Wreckage or Cleansing Nova. You're getting rid of your cards. You're getting rid of your enchantments, and you need your enchantments. So don't even put it in the deck because it's not, it's going to go against what you're doing. Talons of Wildwood. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. Pay 3, return Talons of Wildwood from your graveyard to your hand. This is a great card to put on her to make her bigger. She already has first strike, so she can at least, if you give her a +1/+1 and trample, now she's matching the goblins. So it's anything you can do to make her bigger and stronger is always a good thing. I got 3. I got On Sarah's Wings, makes a creature legendary, gets +1/+1 and has flying, vigilance, and lifelink. Yeah, I got 2 of them in here, but you got to be really careful with these because legendary rule does happen. If you accidentally put it on 2 of your champions, one of them is going to go away. So, I mean, it sounds stupid, but, I've done it myself by accident, putting them on the Novice Knight. Where'd the Novice Knight go? Put it on the Novice Knight just to get it, bigger and better, and next thing you know, you just zapped 2 of your Novice Knights away. So don't fall into that. I've done it myself. Kind of a rookie move, but I have done it. Oakenform, +3/+3, because who doesn't want a big, huge creature? Just gives another creature +3/+3. That's it. It's all you need. +3/+3. Legion's Landing. It's a great 1-drop. I thought about putting 2 in the deck, but 1 seems to be just fine. You get a 1/1 white vampire token with lifelink. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, transform Legion's Landing. Transforming it, it's not a may, it's a you have to. You get 1 white, and then of course you pay 3, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. It's a great little card if you get to transform it, because then you can just every turn keep getting out these little lifelinkers, keep you alive. Excuse me. Dawn of Hope. Yeah, I know. I said I didn't like this card. I still don't, but it actually works really well in this deck. Pay 2. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Pay 3 and 1 white. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. So, a lot of ways to use this one. You can always pump out a little, what do they call it? Chump blocker. You can always draw a card. Chump blocker, draw a card. I mean, it's a nice little thing. Nice little thing going. Okay, so on to the combo. The combo is Famished Paladin. Now, Famished Paladin says, Famished Paladin doesn't untap during your untap step. Whenever you gain life, untap Famished Paladin. Okay, it's a 3/3 for 2. So you put it out on turn 2. You still got Summoning Sickness. You can't do anything until turn 3 anyways. I got 3. I'm going to be running 4 because Famished Paladin is just a strong card. And this is the one you want. At least in the first match, the first game. Famished Paladin. Squire's Devotion. Turn 3. You're enchanting your creature. Gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. So now it's a 4/4. When Squire's Devotion enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. So now you got 2 of them. 2 creatures. One's a 4/4. One's a 1/1. They both have lifelink. I got 4 of those. And then you put Sorcerer's Wand on it. Costs 1. Equipped creature as this creature deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. If this creature is a wizard, it deals 2 damage to that player or planeswalker instead, and it's equipped for 3. Okay, so you play your Famished Paladin. You equip them. You put an enchantment on them that gives them lifelink and +1/+1. So now when he attacks, he untaps. You don't even, so let me back up. Sorry. So now now you can use him to attack because he doesn't untap during your untap step. Now you gain life, untap payment. So when you gain life, so when you attack, you hit him, you gain 4 life, or even don't hit him, you hit one of his creatures, you can untap him. Well, I don't even need to attack him now. I'm putting on the Sorcerer's Wand. I'm going to tap him. Do 1 point of damage. I get lifelink. So since I gained life, I'm going to untap. I'm going to tap him again. I do 1 point of damage. It's a never-ending cycle. It's a combination, but it is a infinity combination. You can just keep tapping and untapping and tapping and untapping and tapping and untapping. So theoretically, by turn 4, I mean, if you're lucky, there's no mana ramp in this one. It's something I've been working on. Turn 4, you can theoretically beat him. I mean, if you want to show your hand first game, if you happen to get all 3 of these in play, okay, turn 1, turn 2, right? Turn 3, I would do that. Then turn 4, put that on. Yeah, it's a 3-card combo. Hopefully you can pull it off, and if you can, maybe late game, get all 3 of them down on the first turn. Well, maybe, not first turn, but yeah, in 1 turn. Then you just got to wait 1 turn because you're still going to have Summoning Sickness. But, hey, so that was something I've been working on. And let me show you the sideboard a bit. Things I've been definitely putting in my sideboard. Sorcerer's Spyglass, another Legion's Landing. Nice thing about Sorcerer's Spyglass is it stops all your planeswalkers. It just stops things. Legion's Landing. Oh, and what's that name of that thing? The Doom Whisperer. Nice thing to stop it. Legion's Landing, another one. Gia's Blessing. Now, I put this one in here because target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from the graveyard into their library. Draw a card. When Gia's Blessing is put into your graveyard from your library, shuffle your graveyard into your library. I put this one in there because there's a lot of denial going around. And not just denial, but mill decks. So if they're milling me and I happen to put one of these in there, I'm now getting my entire library back. So they're going to have to mill me again. And because it goes back into my library, from the graveyard into your library, I'm keeping... I got a perpetual library. So if they're playing a mill deck, I'm putting these in there. Because they milled me out, I get to keep doing it. And eventually they're going to keep trying to mill me out. They're going to mill themselves out. So I got a perpetual library. Plummet, because everybody hates a stupid freaking... those angels are so... they kill me. Oh, anyways. So yeah, destroy target creature with flying. I hate those damn angels. Those damn angels. Anyways. So that's a nice thing. Sentinel Totem, graveyard hate. Just pure simple graveyard hate. Exile Sentinel Totem, exile all cards from all graveyards. Golgari, I hate him, but it's good. So Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. If you're going to put this one in, I do recommend like at least 2, because putting one card from your graveyard, I'm sorry, from your sideboard into your library, you get a 1 out of 60 chance of pulling it. And if it's supposed to help you out, you want at least 2, because then you got 1 out of 30 chances to pull it. I mean, honestly. Salai, Voice of Plenty, another one. I put this one in there because I hate those damn resilient. And anyways, things I've been working on, floating back and forth between. Pride of Conquerors. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. If you have the City's Blessing, you get 2/2 instead. Flourish, because mana ramp. Mana ramp is something that you actually want in some cases, but also you get Flourish. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. So it's not bad. I've been playing with it and testing it out, and I just haven't settled on anything. Tecatli, Honor Guard. This just stops a lot of the shenanigans. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. It's a great little thing, so you just don't want it to hurt you. That's the big thing. Ledev Champion, whenever Ledev, so one green and 1 white. Whenever Ledev Champion attacks, you may tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Ledev, so it doesn't have Convoke, but it gives this creature a 1/1 until end of turn for each creature tapped this way. And the whole purpose I had this one in there was if I had it with Lifelink, or if I had it with Dallions, a +1/+1, or Oaken Form. You know, it's a 2/2. Now it's a 5/5. You know, they have to deal with it. If they get a big creature in play and they want to... you want to trade blows with them, you know, it's one way of doing it. So it's kind of like, bring on your... Can't think of one of those. I can't think of the name of the dinosaur right now. Gargantuan. You know, it's one way of doing it. So I lost one. Okay, Venerated Loxodon. It's big, it's beefy, it has Convoke. So when Venerated Loxodon enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each creature that convoked it. And I've been really playing with this one. So like second game, take out the, what are they called? Anyways. Yeah, I think it was Talons. Take out Talons, put in Venerated Loxodons. It does cost more than that one, so it throws off your mana curve. But nice thing about it is they haven't seen this, so you're putting 3 of them in. They might have seen this one already. They're expecting that. Now you have this one, or you know, if you just killed them with the combination, what you could do is take out the where'd they go? Where did you go? Take out the Famished Paladins. Granted, these, you know, untap during your untap step, so you gain life every time. It's part of your combination. It won't work with anything else, but throw those in because, you know, they've already seen this one. It's a 3/3, so let's give them something a little bit beefier. You know, it's just something I've been kind of working with, kind of playing with, seeing how it goes. And then the last thing I was kind of playing with was March of the Multitudes. excuse me. March of the Multitudes. A couple of these. X, 1 green, 2 white. It has Convoke. And then, of course, create X, 1/1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. I haven't really settled on this one yet because it's not really that many little creatures. Put it in a Sapperling deck. In the Sapperling deck, it works really well. So, well, it's time for me to go. Well, anyways, if put it in a Sapperling deck, it works really well. Let's not advertise. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and ring the bell for notification when I upload a new video. Hit the thumbs up down there. And if you can, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night.